When talking about Indiana University, you automatically think of sports that are watched here. Most people will probably think of Indiana basketball and its extensive winning of national championships. However, for me, I always think of Indiana football. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? Indiana football, it's trash, it's unbearable, it's unwatchable, they suck. For me, it's not just about the winning and this football that's being played here, but it's mainly about about Memorial Stadium. As an avid sports fan, and most importantly, a football watcher, I've had my fair share of memories at Memorial Stadium. I talked about this in my first paper. I said that Memorial Stadium has a very special place in my heart because when my family used to come down here, we would love watching IU football, basketball, and we would just love tailgating and the atmosphere that the stadium brings. But this is not about me. This is about the students and fans of this football team and how they both love the team and the stadium. Memorial Stadium opened October 8th, 1960, and has been home to the Indiana University football program ever since. The original cost of the building the stadium was $4.5 million and had an original capacity of 48,000. Although that is very good, there have been renovations to the stadium since. In 1986, the stadium got another $4 million renovation, and which was to improve the stadium by being able to play at night with the additions of lights. They also improved the stadium in 1989 by putting 2 new scoreboards at both ends of the field in the stadium. Now, they have had their troubles with the playing surface. The original surface was a AstroTurf. However, they switched to natural grass surface. They then had problems with that and had to remove this and replace it with AstroPlay 5 years later. They then, of course, had problems with that. They have now removed that and have been playing on field turf ever since. They also planned in 2006 to renovate the stadium again, which was to expand the stadium. This took 3 years and increased the seating capacity to 53,500, which enclosed the north end zone. They now have a Hall of Champions and athletic facility in this place now. Their latest renovation was a $53 million renovation that was planned in 2016 and has been completed and was completed by 2018. This was to enclose the stadium entirely to a bowl shape. This was probably the biggest construction of the stadium behind the construction of the stadium itself. The new area of this is a facility for new locker rooms, sports medicine research areas, as well as concession areas, restrooms, and classrooms. Now that I have talked about the stadium itself, I of course need to talk about how the fans feel about the stadium, and how the football here is very exciting to watch. I recently interviewed a fellow student here who enjoys his time at IU football games. There are different perspectives of Indiana football, and today I have a student here,
Robert Vinzant.
Now, Mr. Robert Vinzant, what is your experience of the atmosphere outside and inside of Memorial Stadium?
I mean, it's electric. I love being there. The environment's so fun. When they score, man, the crowd goes crazy. There's nothing like it. I just love the experience, and it's one of my favorite highlights.
Now, with this being in mind, it really shows that there are students here who love football and the environment and atmosphere around the stadium, in and out. The stadium itself is also very loud. Which can be heard miles away. This can make people attracted to it, drawn into it, and ultimately watch games inside the stadium. I have watched almost every IU football game here as a student, and tailgating is also a fun activity to do when you're here. I do, of course, urge students and people alike to drink responsibly and have a safe time doing it. However, it is one of the fun parts of watching the games and tailgating. When it comes to watching IU football games, it can be very hard to watch. They're currently 3-5, and as a sports fan in general, when your team is losing, it can be very hard to concentrate on other things when your team is doing so bad. So I find it sometimes necessary to brighten the mood up with a couple of drinks. This can make the experience of going to IU football games very enjoyable. With this all being in mind, I find that Memorial Stadium is also a very beautiful and fun place to be. I enjoy watching the games and love tailgating. I find that the stadium is nice to be in and out, and that many students and fans will come here, enjoy their time just like I do mine.